Okay then. So, hey everyone. I'm here with Shoomari, the owner of...
Burrito Bandido.
Is it not Bandido?
No, it's actually Bandido. Everybody gets confused. I think it's Bandido
Bandido.
or Bandido.
Is it American?
No, it's Mexican.
It's a Bandido.
Bandido. Or it could be the best Mexican joint in North London.
Anyway, so we are eating tacos
Yes,
made
we
by
are.
him and eating with chopsticks. So these are regular chopsticks, right?
These look like the bougie chopsticks.
Yeah, I found them at home. Anyway, I've also bought something else.
Ooh.
These are Korean chopsticks. They are made from metal, and can you see they're flat?
Yeah.
Have a feel. Are you good at chopsticks? Can you use chopsticks?
I can try.
Okay.
I could try to make them. Use chopsticks.
You use them, I mean. Okay. First, let's see if we can pick up a nacho with the chopstick.
Oh, second attempt.
Would you hold it? Well, so I'm actually not the expert. So,
I'll be with a chopsticks expert.
well, no, because this is actually the wrong way. See how it's crisscross?
Oh.
But actually, it's supposed to be something like this.
Oh, I got sacrificed.
Something like this. This actually, they're not supposed to cross apparently. Yeah, but I can't do that because I sort of like from young I've always held them like this.
So do you like different Asian communities use different ways like Chinese, Koreans?
Oh
like
no,
a one universal?
no. To be honest, it should really be like this. But I don't know how to use this.
Okay.
But anyway, right.
Oh, still struggling. No, I was practicing yesterday, you know.
Okay. Now we're gonna eat with the taco. See if I can do it. I've never actually done it before.
Look, I got it.
Oh, the whole thing. Can you eat the whole thing? Okay.
Ooh, this is good. Ooh, sharp.
I've got the beef taco.
So today we are eating tacos using chopsticks with my friend Cilia.
Cilia.
Gosh, we do it again. Cilia. 1, 2, 3. Today, guys, we're down at Burrito Bandido with my friend Cilia. We are eating tacos using chopsticks. Well, I'm going to attempt to use my chopsticks.
It's falling apart. Okay. Okay, the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing?
Like this. Like this. Like this.
So when I was in Mexico, every morning, staying in my hotel, he was actually the bartender. He would always in the morning just make me fresh tacos, quesadillas, and beef with the guy. And I thought, you know what? I just want to buy a Mexican joint and be happy. And just eat tacos and drink Mexican cola for the rest of my life.
I thought maybe you got some Mexican in you or something like that.
Oh,
maybe
no.
You're Afro-Latino or something.
You know, in my post life, I just made a post. My name is Andres Garcia. No, but I just love Latin American food, Latin culture as well.
Me too, actually.
I went to Colombia by myself.
That's where I want to go.
I went to Mexico by myself.
Oh, you're actually doing good with your chopsticks, you know. All right, do you want to try Korean? Sorry, guy. Sorry. It's basically too big.
Yeah, why is it so thin? Oh.
The whole thing.
Oh.
And then try a nacho.
I see.
Do you think
Your boy's got skills.
Okay, I want you to pick up that piece of onion there, the little bit of onion there. No, without that, pick it up.
I've got sausage fingers. Look.
Oh, okay.
Let's go for the techers. Nah.
You actually get quite good, actually. I struggle with those.
Call me a master. Soon.
I'm telling you a
How
story.
you nearly got swindled by the Nigerian Ford way.
Yeah, we were supposed to do a fake marriage. Well, it never happened, obviously, because I left him right on time. But basically, his mum, I was telling you, she was manipulating me, emotionally manipulating me, saying like, guilt tripping me, basically saying, how can you not do this for my son? You're together, you're his girlfriend, do you not love him or something? I'm so disappointed in you, but you're two together anyway. She kind of,
I feel like a pro now.
pressured me into doing it. So I went through, I went to solicitors, filled in the paperwork, even sent my passport in and everything.
You went the full 9 yards.
Yeah, and then, but because it took so long, thank goodness it took so long. What happened was basically I had to renew my passport because it was expiring, right? And so I'm Swedish, as I said to you before, and my passport is Swedish. So I had to go to the Swedish embassy to do it. Anyway, so I asked for the passport back and took it back. I took it to the Swedish embassy to get it renewed, and then so that's when I got my passport back. Then, anyway, so then when I got it back, I was thinking I am not giving it back to him. There's no way I'm giving it back to him.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. So obviously I got my passport renewed, but I didn't tell him that it's been renewed. He just said, "Oh, is it still with them?" I was like, "Yeah, it's still with them." He goes, "Oh, what's taking it so long?" I was like, "I don't know. Maybe it's because they got to do it in Sweden, whatever." I don't know. Anyway, so it's been like a month, and then in the end, basically, I left him. I said, "I want to break up with you," and then 2 months later, he then comes back to me and saying that, oh yeah, by the way, that's how I dodged it. But anyway, 2 months later, he came back to me, called me. He was like, I said,
She dodged the bullet.
but 2 months later, he then called me and was like, the Home Office have granted
Are you seeing
permission.
the Are you seeing the
I know. I'm not even finished myself.
Yeah,
actually really good.
Don't play with me, you know.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, the Home Office have sent the paper, so we can get married." I was like, "So, like, we're not even together no more." He goes, "Oh, like, please help me out on this one." Blah blah blah. Like, he properly was begging me, and I felt bad because I was thinking like, I started something. Maybe okay, let me help him out and let me finish it like that. Anyway, so then we booked an appointment. You know, got to go to those registration places and have an interview. Went to the interview now. When we sat down, the first thing the guy asked us was like, "Can I have your ID?" I said, "My driving license." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Wait. So, if you Swedish, you don't have a British passport.
Yeah.
What was the outcome if he's looking for a British passport? So he must have thought you were British.
No, he knew I was Swedish though.
Oh, so did he want like a Swedish passport? Or...
No, I think maybe he thought he would get a British passport as well. That's a good point, though. I never thought that.
No, I was just thinking like the blind leading the blind. Like, so no,
but I thought maybe because Swedish passport is actually a good passport as well. But that doesn't mean he will become a citizen in
UK.
Yeah, it's true actually. But anyway, so then yeah, we went for the interview. The first thing that guy asked us was like, he asked for my ID, my driving license, and then he asked my ex, was like, "What's her home address?" And then obviously he doesn't know it. And he started to make some shit up like that. And I was just like, "Look, listen, he doesn't know my home address." And he goes, "Why doesn't he know home address? Do you not write letters to each other?" Who write letters to people though in that time?
You know does.
Anyway, so and he goes, "Well, he needs to know." And because I was like, "Oh, he doesn't know my address," and he was like, "Why doesn't he know your address?" And I said, "Why would he know address? He doesn't write me letters. He doesn't need to write me letters. We see each other in person and call each other." And he goes, "Because the law needs him to know your address, or you can't get married."
That's crazy.
And then he was like, "You know what? Come back another time and we do the interview again when he knows your address." And I thought, you know what? This is God looking after me.
It is.
Like got me out of the situation. So, but then he tried to get me back into doing it again, and it was like he called me. He was like, "I've booked another appointment on Friday, but this time in Romford, in Ilford." Yeah, in Ilford. I said, "I'm not coming." He goes, "What?" He goes, "What do you mean you're not coming?" I was like, "I'm not coming. You know the Home Office is going to come after you." And I was like, "Me?
After you?
Me for what? They're going to come after you." But yeah, that's how I dodged that whole situation anyway.
I believe in my past life I was a Latino called Andres Garcia from Cuba. Nah, literally. Because I enjoy salsa, I go salsa.
Oh,
I learn language. Well, I could salsa, I do dancing, I'm learning Spanish. Been about 4 about 4 years now. I'm not good, but I know I can do a little cha cha cha. But yeah, I love it in
I love
Dominican.
bachata.
I'll just do bachata.
I love bachata. I'm a bachata girl.
Because you're a dancer, you're an actual dancer, you said.
Well, I mean, I do it for fun, not like
Oh, I do it for fun. Look at her being modest, you know? You ever been to Latin America?
No, that's
You
why I
should.
want to. Reason because I also feel like my past life, I'm a Latina. My whenever I listen to, whenever I listen to reggaeton, I don't know what it is. Something about it makes me feel at home. I don't know what it is, right? Anyways, my Colombian friend, she goes to me, "You're honorary Latina." She said that to me as well. To be honest, I've actually had South American people asking me if I'm from South America
No, you.
before. Really?
You got your feeling. You got the feeling vibe.
Because I've even had people asking me, am I Ecuadorian,
Yeah.
if I'm Mexican or Colombian or something like that. And at first I got a bit confused. I'm like, me? And then, but I can understand about Ecuadorian because they do look really Asian. Some
They do now.
most of them,
Some, yeah, they do.
yeah.
They really do. They
Yeah.
do.
And I've actually seen some Colombians actually also, they look very Asian as well. Actually also some Mexicans, but I was just like, oh, really? And then, one time I danced at this concert. I don't know if you know what Chimbala is.
Not familiar.
Do you listen to Dembo music?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so he's one of Dembo artists,
Okay.
and I love Dembo. Anyway, so I got booked to dance for him on his London concert.
Are they Colombian?
No, Dominican.
Dominican.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so I went there, was dancing on stage, and then there was an after party. So I went to the after party now, and then the people who was at a concert came to after party as well, came over to me and was like, "We've been trying to figure out where you're from."
Yeah.
They were like, trying to figure out where you're from, like. Before maybe Asian, but then you're not. But then I thought, nah, she can't. She doesn't look like she's from
Yeah,
she's Asian because of your body and your face or something like that, and the way you dance. I was like, okay.
In your past life, your name was Maria.
Lopez.
Maria Lopez. Yeah, Maria Lopez. But no, Dominican, like traveling to like South America, it's different culture. I was in Colombia. I'll tell you a funny story. So, in my journey of traveling through South America, I remember I went to the Caribbean side of Colombia called Cartagena. For the Afro-Latinos or people of African diaspora. And then I took a trip to Medellin. So my Spanish was a little bit poquito. Them days, I was like a gringo. You know what I mean? And I remember going to the checkout and the flight attendant took my boarding pass, scanned it, and said, "Yeah, go this way." Remember, I'm in a foreign country, speak little Spanish. I can read Spanish more, I can speak Spanish. So I've got to boarding gate, for example, number 12. I've looked. Why does it say going to Peru? Why am I going to Peru? And she scanned my boarding ticket and said, scan my passport, and everything checked out fine. I'm walking through like the barriers and it says, Peru, Lima, Peru. I said, I'm not going to Lima, Peru. I'm going to the other side of Colombia. So if I wasn't clued up, I would have woke up in Peru.
So what happened then? Why was you going?
No, because
you actually walked to the wrong gate.
No, I went to the wrong gate because I was directed by one of the staff. But the woman at the gate looked at my ticket and it said Colombia, Medellin. It didn't say Lima, Peru. But she still, I say in South America, anything goes. They don't care. As long as he looks like a ticket and he's got a passport, you can go anywhere. Like it was just like yard, like just like that. Yeah, it looks like a ticket. Yeah, go on, sure. Yeah, that's what it is.
So can you speak Spanish now?
Learning. I'm in the process. So
how are you learning?
So I've got a Spanish tutor now, and I find with me going to Dominican, I literally just came up to the Dominican Republic last week. That's so fresh, and I find I can understand Spanish more than speaking.
Same.
So I can understand it more, whereas my Spanish is very temperamental. Whenever I need it, it comes in. So I find being in like a Spanish dominant country, I'm forced to learn. So for example, on our tour bus, I purposely chose the non-speaking tour bus. So everybody's speaking Spanish. So you have to learn Spanish. And if you don't know Spanish, then it is what it is. But do you speak Spanish?
Not really. Well, I'm learning as well. No. So obviously Duolingo, But Duolingo is not Duolingoing. Let's put it this way.
No.
But it's good for learning new vocabulary.
Yeah.
So like how I so the way I'm basically pairing it with is watching telenovelas
Okay, cool.
like every single day. So they're addictive as fuck. They're like EastEnders on steroids. But anyway, so I watched that on Netflix. And it's just to get used to the listening.
Yeah.
Also, I've got the subtitles. I've downloaded this plugin on Google Chrome where you get the Spanish
Okay, cool.
and the English at the same time. So I'm learning from that. Been watching that for a few months, and it actually been picking up like good
What
phrases.
Spanish are you learning though?
Colombian Spanish.
See, in my journey, I started Colombian Spanish. So the tube I've got is Colombian, but because I know I'm going to be traveling the Caribbean side, I will learn Dominican Spanish. Also, for example,
Que lo que?
que lo que, what's happening?
Papi
Or
chulo.
Como esta, papi chulo, you know, papi. So it's como estas, whereas Dominican is como esta.
Yeah, I know.
So it's different, and I only learned being in a Spanish-speaking country. So when I was in Mexico, speaking like the Dominicans, this is like, it's different. So now I'm learning Colombian Spanish, but then learning the Caribbean side of Colombia, where the Caribbean coast, they speak like Dominicans. So I remember I got a friend called, we're gonna call him, he's probably gonna know who he is, but we're gonna call him Fernandez. Yeah. So I got a friend called Fernandez. He took me to a salsa club. Why can he not salsa or speak Spanish? But he's Colombian. So his friends are coming up to me because they think I'm Dominican. And I'm like, bro,
you can actually get away.
Yeah, no. You see, when I was in Dominican last week, no English. I didn't know English at all. Like everybody's brown. Like, I'm Caribbean, so remember, Dominican Republic is just a stone throw away from Jamaica. So it just happened. The boats landed one place. You know what I mean? So we all look the same. But no, I love the culture. I'm more inclined to the Caribbean side because it's completely different. The words are different, the people are different, the food's different, you know, and it resembles because I'm Caribbean. But I do appreciate like going to Medellin. It's nice. I feel like in Colombia everybody's one. No matter if you're white, black, Asian, you're all one. That's what I love about the Latino culture. It's where we welcome. It's nice. But I like Mexico, Mexico, you know.
Mexico.
So it's weird because everybody asks me, why did you buy a Mexican joint? And I've always liked Mexican food, Colombian food, and some of my biggest customers are those who are from the Latino culture, and they look, and then when they taste the food, it's just like, oh, you Latino? They speak Spanish, like, sí, poquito, a little bit. They're like, where did you learn? I travel. Like, I've traveled so much.
So originally you learned from traveling?
Yeah. Traveling. I just always just kind of like just took my initiative and just said, you know what, let me just go to South America, travel, try the food. So I came back last week, and my pico de gallo needs to be stepped up. So when I tasted pico de gallo in Dominican Republic, they had like a Mexican joint. I was like, no, I need to step my game up. Yeah, we need to be Mexican properly. So yeah, man, we love the food. I can see there's no survivors left.
I'm like picking. You're actually doing really well, you know.
I can use chopsticks. I mean, my friend Vince told me to use chopsticks. There's a video I'm actually showing my sister using chopsticks. It's actually funny, you know. But these are new.
They're different, isn't it? Like, I can't even use it. I think, I can't even use them myself. So I'm actually impressed that you said.
You do like this.
Oh, actually, I did manage to do it. How do you use them?
I don't know. I just have my own. I think I just have my own way like this. Or
you know
seems
what?
to be working.
And you know what? The fact that you're holding it in the middle is actually good. Or up. Some people hold it right at the bottom, and that you shouldn't be doing that.
Oh.
Right somewhere.
So when I get the Japanese food, they always give me chopsticks and a knife and fork. So I always use a chopstick with me. I love learning other people's cultures. Like I'm really into different cultures. So if I came to your house and you gave me everything in chopsticks, you gave me knife and fork, I'm like, no, I won't get the chopsticks up. Like, I love learning. I
You know
love.
what? I love that. So my ex, like he was Trini,
Oh, love.
and he could not use chopsticks.
Gotta
And
learn.
so, and I was thinking, like, we're together for 9 years, and how you not put the effort to learning it? Anyways, and then he'll be like, oh, can you, yeah, but I can't use it. I can't enjoy my food. Just give me the fork. And he never put the effort to
Be
learning it.
troubled.
No, not really.
Why?
Yeah.
That is why. So my dad's father is Indian.
Okay, so you're a bit.
Yeah, so my dad's Indian. So
Oh yeah, of course.
so we've got so many different cultures. So I think that's where I'm more inclined to be. I'm very open. Like, I'm very open to different people's culture. Like the guy who runs the market, I told him that my granddad was Bangladesh, Calcutta, blah blah blah, and he told us exactly where we're from downstairs. And he said you should really go to India and explore that side. So I got a friend I met in Mexico, and I was telling him that I'm trying to find the lost Indian culture because my dad's 71 tomorrow, so his granddad was Indian.
Yeah.
And that's over 100 years. So if my father's 70, his dad must have been like 90. So then his father was actually an Indian, my immigrant from Calcutta, went to Jamaica and set up different businesses. Whereas that generation and us, we've lost that connection. But for some reason, the food, the culture, we still have it. So my dad actually still speaks some parts of the language. And my dad remembers him being 6 or 7, meeting his Indian granddad. You know, it's interesting. So I had a friend met me in Mexico.
Yeah.
He's Indian, and I told him the surname, and he told us exactly where we're from, and he did correlate with what my dad said. So he said, "Yeah, you're people from a place, modern day Bangladesh, Calcutta, and you look from the kingdom of Bar, where my granddad's name was Barbula. So then Bar is very significant to a place in India. Never knew that. And this Indian guy told me, really nice guy. He said, when go to India, you have a blast. So there you go.
It's the next destination.
So that's why I'm very interested in cultures because I'm just not one culture.
You know what? I think also I'm also very into culture as well. I love traveling, and I want to. That's what also another reason I want to go to South America. But I love learning about people's culture, food. I love trying food, and another reason. So you know, earlier I said I could make jerk chicken and all that stuff because I love food and love different culture, and also if I like a certain type of food, I want to go learn. I don't want to have to go out to a restaurant and eat it. So for example, I love arepas.
Arepas.
So I
Colombian or Venezuelan?
Well, Colombian, but then I said that I'll make it. I
actually.
I saw that. I was like,
yeah.
So I actually
you're proper. Yeah.
I would try to find a way go on YouTube and learn how to make it. So even like this, it was yesterday. I had it for breakfast. I made it for breakfast. So I just if I like something, I will make it. For example, like Dominican the tostones.
The tostones, yes.
Yeah, I love it because one of my exes is Dominican, so he cooked that for me. So then I love it. So then I'll try and replicate again. And like that.
With the green banana.
Yeah.
And we like in Caribbean culture, everybody loves platanos. Planting. So we're gonna platanos, planting. I don't know. I just love food. I love different culture.
What's that thing? Mofongo.
Mofongo.
Oh,
yes.
I love that. Yeah. And the rice. What's that rice called? Arroz. The Dominican rice and peas.
What do you call it? I can't remember.
I forgot something. Arroz something.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but that is banging. Nice. I love it. Yeah.
Food is nice. Have you been to the Caribbean?
No, I haven't. I would love to. That's my next destination.
So where have you been?
I've been to India, Mumbai.
Oh, nice.
I've been to. It was a work trip. I got there went there for free. I stayed at a 4-season hotel. Oh my god, I have never ever been treated like a VIP like that before. Oh my goodness. But anyway, to India,
I'm missing out.
Different parts of Asia, obviously Europe, all over Europe, different parts of America, Scandinavia, because I'm Scandinavian. What have I been? Spain. Okay, Spain, Portugal.
What's Portugal like?
It's nice. I like it. It's nice. I've been to Porto, Lisboa twice.
You say they're correct with Lisboa. You say it correct.
You see, I always try to say it the way they say it. Yes. Same with names as well, you know, because I think just respect.
Yeah. You're definitely cultured.
Not like Lisbon, like you know what I mean, like Lisboa. Yeah.
There's one country. I only just corrected myself. Is it Cote Ivory Coast.
Okay.
That's the actual correct name, Cote d'Ivoire. So it's actually Ivory Coast, but I never knew.
Have you been to Asia?
Never been to
Okay.
Asia.
I've been to Thailand.
I want to go Thailand, Laos, Vietnam. I want to do all of it.
More like the same. I've been to Bangkok, Phuket, obviously China, different parts of
So
China.
what are you from, China?
And my friends are from Hong Kong, from the south.
Seem like
Yeah, but a lot of them. Yeah, if they open these kind of bubble tea places, usually they are from Hong Kong. To be honest. Dim sum, I bet they also from Hong Kong.
Yeah, because they speak
Cantonese, yeah.
Cantonese.
Been to South Korea twice. I've been to Taiwan. I've been to.
Cambodia.
No, I haven't. So the other parts of Asia I haven't been, which I would really want. I want to go Vietnam, and we go Philippines. Where have I been? I've been to lots of parts of different parts in Europe. Can't think off the top of my head. Amsterdam, obviously. Well, Amsterdam, I say obviously. No. Well, I did used to socially, but not like.
Hey, disclaimer out here. Disclaimer.
Interesting. Albania.
You went to Albania
Last year by myself.
Do you go to the
Beach place?
Yeah, is it
Samir.
actually does it live up to what it says in TikTok?
Oh my days, it is beautiful. I'll show you the videos later. It is beautiful. It is, the water are literally green, like so crystal clear, smooth, just so beautiful. People there, well, my experience anyway, people were nice to me anyway. And so I made friends with my Airbnb host.
Oh, is it?
Got hooked up. Like he got me a free boat ride to the we pedaled to the other island.
Oh,
and it was all speedboat at one time as well. Food is cheap. It's nice, and yeah.
Do you really like tourists?
Pardon?
What's the called? Do you really welcome tourists?
Oh, Albania.
Yeah.
There were quite a lot of. There were some tourists,
okay, cool.
but not many UK actually.
Okay.
But in terms of if there's any black people that you're trying to ask, I did see some black people.
Yeah. If it's urban friendly.
I know what you mean.
If it's urban friendly, you know.
I went to their club. Albania is so different. There was a 8-year-old in the club every single night.
Oh, is it?
Dancing next to the DJ. That's because his dad was the owner of the club.
Oh, see, that's why I want to be like when my son comes down here. Yeah, I've got a son.
Okay.
So I've got 7 and he comes down. Yeah, what?
And also there's like 14-year-old in the club as well, smoking and drinking, so you can smoke indoors.
Sound like that's
It was like, it was a good experience. Like my Airbnb host was looking after me, and he was very like I felt safe. So some people might think, wow, that only go by yourself as a girl in Albania. I felt safe. My Airbnb host was so respectful. So he was looking after me. Don't get me wrong, I was getting drunk every single night with him. Listen, he could have taken advantage of me, but he didn't. He didn't. He was actually so respectful.
Yeah.
There's so many times he could have, because by the way, so basically where I lived it's like a building where him and his parents lived downstairs.
Yeah.
I lived upstairs. I had my whole place to myself and things like that. And there were times he was sat outside and he did hug me, but respectfully.
Yeah.
Like that, do you know what I mean?
So
but he was very protective though. So when people tried to come talk to me, he would basically tell them to like fuck off, basically, like she's with me. And it kind of pissed me off a little bit. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, but he probably looked after me. I had the raki, the
alcohol.
The alcohol. Oh my goodness, it was strong.
I heard about that raki recently, yesterday. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. So Albania, I was definitely, well, I mean, for me it was.
Yeah,
nice.
it's different.
It was nice.
I've actually heard about black travelers traveling to that place in Albania. Apparently, it's supposed to be good, but I want to check it out. As I was watching a video on YouTube, some dude from London end up having tea with the Taliban. Have you seen that? The black traveler, like, I was like, bro, imagine having tea like with the Taliban, and they've welcomed him in Karachi, like he's part of the mandem. He's just chilling with the Taliban. Man's got rocket launchers and everything. It's like, yeah, you come this way. So, not saying I'll go and visit the Taliban, but I'll definitely go to different places in the world. I've been to a few places.
Have you been to Dubai or Middle East?
Not yet.
Okay, I've been to Dubai.
What was Dubai like?
It was for work trip again.
A work trip again. So I've been.
It was nice, but I find it very. For me, anyway, last time I went was for work, but I wouldn't want to go back again. It doesn't faze me to go back.
Yeah, you're not like ooh.
Yeah, like like you know how I think it's very Instagrammy. That place. It's not. I'm not that person.
Not that type of person.
So that's why It doesn't faze me. I want more go for like
Culture.
beach. Yes, culture.
I like
Exactly.
culture. So
Yeah.
I've been to I'm in Colombia. I've been the Caribbean. I've done 16 countries. So my thing was I was trying to do 30 under 30, which failed because of lockdown. But I really want to
How
do
old are you?
Asia. Guess
Are you older than me or younger than me?
younger,
Oh, is it?
younger. Not that young. 31.
Good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I'm
like
older
not
than you.
25. Hey, I'm saying Asian doesn't crack. They say black doesn't crack. Yes, it does. It really does crack, but Asian doesn't. What's the word? What's the single?
Asian no raisin.
Yes, Asian don't raisin.
Oh,
Vince,
I
if you
do.
look at this, that's what he told me. Asian don't raisin.
I have seen black who crack. Oh
I've
my
seen.
god.
Listen, I've
They
seen
look
a
like
lot.
they had a hard life.
I've seen a lot of people crack. Don't believe it. Me, I look young. I know, young and handsome, as they say.
You actually got really good skin. I'm not gonna
Thank
lie.
you,
It's very plump and
It is. I just come up from the Caribbean. That's what it does.
the sun.
It's the
You know
sun.
what? It's so true.
It's
Right
the
now,
sun.
when I look at my skin, I'm like, oh, it's not really glowing. But as soon as I come back from holiday,
Of course.
like my skin is glowing.
Before I left, I looked like a raisin for real. What? I'm telling you, my skin loves coconut oil. Oh gosh, coconut oil. I'm telling you, if you to Google coconut oil, you'll probably see my face. No, I'm being serious. Like this, my skin glows. Sunshine. Yeah, man. I'm telling you.